Well, we aren't all professionals, are we, though?
Yeah. Okay, we'll do the share chat. I am live. It's because Twitch has that new thing where it's like it counts down for some reason. So I have to wait until this little countdown timer counts down. Then I
I
can enable
really
the chat. Anyways,
the have,
uh,
have
hello
sorry what
everyone. This is quite an interesting one. Another different game. But of course, I'm
yep,
not doing it alone this time.
me neither.
I was making a joke for the chat. you're,
I know.
you're, you're messing with the intro. Like, did I forget to send you a copy of the script?
But anyway, what I was trying to say is
Okay, so now I
I
can.
would like to try to get I want to try to get the new spell.
Which one? There's a lot of those.
Um, the Mollybone one.
Oh yeah, the one from the Barkingham Chronicles.
Yeah,
Then we're off to
have
see the
have you done
wizard,
it
the
yet?
wonderful wizard that is me. These are the jokes everyone signs up for. This is the chaos that is normal.
Ugh.
Okay, so let
I
me
just want
go
to get
to
my water
Marleybone. That might be a wonderful
bottle.
idea.
But have you done the?
The quest? Yeah, I've already done the quest. You do know I've been playing this game for quite a few years, right?
Yeah, I know.
So, like, did you really think I wouldn't have already done it when I was probably like among that group that played it when they first put in the chronicles for it. So I probably even tested them in test room too, which you know that was fun.
I really want the myth one. The myth one. I mean, it's not that good, but it looks good.
I mean, yeah, I mean the spells do look interesting. Of course, the thing is
True.
that uh, the way that they did the chronicles this time is that this time it is better to do like the challenge modes for the things instead of doing the sigil themselves. Because from what I
So I've already done like I think I don't know maybe like I think just the standard. I think I've done like maybe 5 or 6 or something.
right, but the reason I say that is because they're starting. They have a new not really system I would say, but like if you're going for spellements, they started doing this thing with Marleybone and the Aquila ones, where if you do
Yeah.
challenge mode, you get double, not only double chance, but like double the spellament drops. So like normal is not a good way to do it.
So I did learn from the standard. I've done it like 5 or 6 times, maybe seven. I don't know. But
Yeah, but in
now
general,
now I know what to expect. Yeah.
though, you want to do the challenge modes because, and they did say that there are going to go back and do like other stuff the same way, where like challenge mode is actually worth more, uh, in a sense of like you get better, drop chance and whatnot there. And of course they
I
did
mean,
fit, and they already did fix the bug that was originally where the drop chance was not increased. Um, so that is good for purposes today.
Yeah.
But in general, they did say on the Discord that yes, that is something that is a thing. Only for the Barkingham one though. Like I think that they
Yeah.
might have started to go back to some of the other ones to do that. Of of course, they haven't fully implemented it fully into like the other ones yet though.
I
So
think
Bark,
when I was watching or listening to the KI live, I think they were talking about maybe like bring the like having the standard mode being like the same as the challenge, but
I mean, the thing is that like they are kind of the same in the sense that the main thing that because I've actually done challenge mode and actually I did win one in Darkmoor. So the way it works is that it's the same boss, but it's different. Um, so like if you look at some of them, you can even hit the little help button and it tells you like the general gist of what a challenge mode is. So challenge mode is literally like if you took a boss, right? Like any boss that exists that has a challenge mode, and
yeah,
you instead put it like it's a harder mode version of that boss for one, but for two, it's also it follows the same rules that PvP does. It is kind of a funny thing. So it's like spells that are only allowed in PvP, and you also can use spells that literally are only used in PvP as well. But otherwise, you cannot use um, anything that's banned in PvP. So, like for example, feints, that wonderful 70 trap, that's one that you can't use. Um, Enhancers like the potent trap, sharpened blade, and any of the fist
yeah,
stuff. So, but it doesn't mean that it's all is lost because, like I said, um, there are nuances to it. The like, for example, a lot of my life spells are banned in PvP, right? Like you see
yeah,
the little icon, but there are other ways. While of course this does not extend to all of them, and that there even are some that have like an additional variant to them that can be used in PvP. There
yeah,
are some exceptions like sprites can be used, blades, traps, normally. You know, you can normally use those. They did the minions. When they redid the minions, you can use those in advanced content PvP stuff now. So there is still options. It's just a lot more limited. But like I said, they said on on the Discord when someone asked that yes, the challenge modes are supposed to be the best way to get, because if you even look at like the badges that you get for like beating the Barkingham stuff a certain number of times, right?
yeah,
The spellements it gives you is less than like the Aquila ones. Of course, people, have told the King's Isle people, but they said it's because, technically speaking, Marleybone is a cheaper area to get into. That is what they said their reasoning was for the lesser spellement drops from the
mm,
badges. Of course, even if you don't agree with that, it's kind of, what are you going to do? Because, like, there's not much you can do for that.
yeah,
But the main reason I bring that up is because if you look um, at those badges, they only give
go
you
get,
they only give you like 7, and the thing is that when they redid spellements, you need at least like 30, 35 to unlock them. So like
yeah,
even so I think it wouldn't be.
I need to go. I need to go to the comments to refill my potions just in case I die.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's why I said like for this one we would want to do the challenge mode instead of the normal mode because challenge mode you get double the drop rate and double, stuff. So it'd
What
be
is this new thing that I like? The one thing that I'm noticing is there's a new thing called endorsements.
yes, that one was part of this Chronicle update that they did. Those are essentially it's kind of their way of like encouraging team play, but they don't do anything. Like as it stands in the game currently, it does nothing. It's just a little counter that you can get, and it'll happen like if you're in a team. Even if I was to let's say tell Dad to log on, and me and him did one thing, there's like a small chance it pops up, and then you can say that someone is helpful. Uh, and they
That,
give like three different ones. But again, right now it doesn't really do anything. I think it's kind of their way of like helping people. Like
yeah,
I think it's meant to be like a thing to help people know like, hey, this person is a good person. They've helped a lot of teams or what have you, without having to necessarily equip the badge that says it. But at the same time, it just right now it doesn't do anything. It's
yeah.
like a number that goes up the more you do it.
I'm going to acquire. Actually, no, Pixie's fine, but
But yeah, see, so like so I was looking into like I was doing them for the pet, right? Now, of course, in order for you to be able to craft the pet, you have to do one of these badges, depending on which pet you're trying to get. But if you look at the completion rewards, it's only seven. Seven of your own school, mind you, so it doesn't even give you like ones of your secondary school that a lot of people have. So not only are they giving you less, but they're not even but you're also not getting the full benefits. Like I get that the badges were always tied to schools, right? That's fine. But at the same time, it doesn't make sense that they just reduced it just because, oh, it's cheaper to go into Barkingham than Aquila. I mean, technically speaking, not really. If anything, the Barkingham is more, if I'm not mistaken, because even though it counts as a side part of a world, you still have to pay to get into the commons of Marleybone. Right, like you have to pay the like little thing. Like if you didn't have a membership, you would have to pay the crowns to have like the first like initial parts of Marleybone there, and then you could pay like to unlock Barkingham, for permanent
yeah,
access. Because and it's like I like for me it just seems like a very bad like PR move on their part. That is their way, and that was what they said, justifying like, oh, the Aquila elements you can get, you have to pay more to get, because it's like, okay, but why should that affect how many spellaments you're getting for the badge? Like you're beating this boss X number of times. It's,
yeah,
it's not really worth it. Whereas if you do the challenge mode, at least they like the good thing that came from it that I will say is that you get double spellaments from and higher drop chances in like challenge mode. Like that is the only good thing I will say that ever came as a result of what they were talking about. Because this was something that wasn't even said on the KI Live. It was something someone inquired about during the time that it was bugged. Um, People were asking like, "Hey, once like I think it was like right after it got fixed, someone asked, "Hey, is this intentional?" making sure it wasn't bugged, and they said yes, this is their new stance on what they're doing with like challenge mode going forward, is that they want it to be a better mode that gives you more, more drop rate and stuff,
Yeah,
And I guess that kind of makes sense, but it's the kind of the only you got the good with the bad with it.
yeah.
Like
The one,
okay, like that you got a good thing of like they're gonna go back and redo a lot of other challenge modes to give better drops and whatnot. Okay, that's good. Then you got the negative of like these badges are literally not even worth going for if not for the pet that you can make, you know.
yeah, but like I don't like the one that thing that I thought was really clever with them is that the reducing the what is it called, the spell limits to upgrade. So
Yeah,
instead of 75,
that was
most
the
spell.
previous update. They already had that one in the work. Like the Barkingham Chronicle was one update. Then the one that they did before was the Spellament change, uh, update that they
I
did,
kind
and that one was
I don't know why, but
literally just.
I'm
Um,
kind of
I mean, I like that one too. Like that does show like because even though they didn't do as much with it, they still did a
yeah,
lot more quality of life, and I can respect that. I mean, you don't need to do a whole new thing every single time. I respect if you just do like a good quality of life every here and there, what have you. Um, like I do respect it. It is something that is good. But the thing is like, you kind of got like you got the Spellman update, which was a big thing. Okay, yay, a lot of cheaper things for Spellament, and you can upgrade them permanently, and yada yada. That's the good. Then you got the next update that they did, which was Barkingham Chronicle, that kind of had mixed reception. So it's kind of like, and they didn't even really like even to this day, they defend their thing of like, well, we don't want to give you as much spell elements in just standard mode just because it's technically maybe a little cheaper to
yeah,
access. Which is like, why don't you just say that you want to squeeze every dollar that you can from the player at that point? Because that's what you're saying indirectly, you know?
yeah,
Like again, they had such a good update beforehand. Like they had the Spellman update, which was
uh huh,
fun, quality of life, and then they come around and shoot themselves in the foot in a sense, and just kind of do a greedy move on one side, and even to this day, like I see people talking about it, you know, and it is like the discourse around it is like okay, like if you really are listening to the community, then you would think about like maybe doing some sort of compensation or something to kind of counter the fact that
yeah,
people are kind of like in arms about like, hey, we don't like that these badges reward less. Like again, just make it the same as you did with Aquila, where if you get one of these badges,
yeah.
it is literally the amount that you need to unlock it. Problem would be solved. But no, they said no, we'd rather you do challenge mode, which is, okay, fine, but like at the same time, it kind of seems like they're desperate to have people do some of the different things. Um, like I said, it seems like a very, very bad PR move that they did. Because it's like not only are they trying to justify what they did with greed, because all companies love that, but at the same time, it also kind of seems you could even turn that. good PR thing that they did announce, saying like, oh, you can get double drops from challenge mode. You could even turn that
Yeah,
against them in a sense that like that could be their way of saying we want you to do challenge mode. We're gonna force you to do challenge mode. It's kind of like you're shoving that sort of advanced content down our throats. But
yeah,
I digress. It is what it is, you know. I just, like I said, it is something that I never really shared my own take on. But it's like, come on, like, like, and it was funny because it was like, at least like, for all the bad PR moves that they did before they got bought out, at least you could say it was just simple error, you know, like because it was a very
yeah,
small business at the time. Now that they're getting bought out, it's almost like they don't even want to hide the fact that they're greedy anymore and that
yeah.
they're chasing the green. It's like, come on, man. At least you tried to hide it or tried to make up for it with things, you know, when you guys were smaller.
Um, hold on. I just want to fix my deck real quick because if we're
No
gonna do
worries.
that, then
Um, but in general, yeah, that is kind of my own take on it. People, and you know, that's kind of how I've always been, is that I do not care. You know, people can say like, "Oh, you're going too hard on it" or whatever. I do not care. Like you know as well as
yeah,
I do that,
I'm
you know, even
I'm
if I do
I'm
have my
actually
own,
actually
like for
hold
me,
on, 'cause
I like, you know, even my own critics, like, and I don't have as many, but I guess that's mostly because I'm not as big of a channel. But in general, like, I'm just like, I don't care, you know? Like, like, you know, say what you want. Am I really wrong? Kind of thing. But
true.
anyways, so yeah, we would probably be better off doing the challenge mode for those specific spells. Um, that being said,
But
it is your
I
choice if we, you know, if you still want to do like the normal mode and get only 7 per little badge, then, you know, I don't mind. But
I mean
because, you know, I don't mind either way. Like, you know, like that, but but I did want to inform you that it is kind of skewed towards more better chances at getting stuff from challenge mode. But you know, I just wanted to give you the info. You can make your own decision about it.
I was looking at this and it says for the things that you trade in the bruche or whatever it's called.
It is pronounced Bruche.
So yeah, so the only reason, well, it's not that I don't want the gear. I mean, because the gears are slightly worse.
Yeah, no, the
Because I was looking,
gear, the like the only real good gear is not like if you're max level, you know, you're better off just going Darkmoor gear. Um, unless like you get lucky and get like maybe like the stuff from the pack, like what I did, because the robe is like it does give some decent stat stuff, so that's why I use it now.
the
But
only one thing that I want is the wand from Darkmoor
yes,
because it gives 18 myth pierce. It gives 24 myth damage, and it gives it's not that I don't want the critical. It gives shadow rating. It gives
well, it
pretty much the
varies
same.
depending on the school too, because each school,
Yeah,
um,
for myth school, it does a blade was called dog tribute. There's a 5 health like or plus 5% like health blade or 2 30. So basically it gives 32 sorry 335 blades, but the only thing is it gives for the keeper of flame, I don't know if it's tier the
So,
bottom tier or middle, but it gives
to help you understand,
six.
um, exactly what that card does, so that was one thing that they did, and the card looks a little bit confusing, but essentially the so you know how when you had to take the damage for like Dark Pact or any of that, you had to like it would be a small amount of health.
Yeah.
Well, now the weird way that they did it, they also renamed the Dark Pact to the now Dark Tribute. And the way it works is that it'll take 5% of your max health. That's what that new heart icon means, is that it'll take 5%
Oh, okay.
of
I
whatever.
see. So it
um
doesn't give you a myth blade. Yeah.
it does not give you a
Heal
health
blade. Okay.
blade, no. That's that new symbol that means it takes 5% of whatever health you have, and then it'll give you the normal
Okay.
effects of
Yeah.
a.
I was like, well, if they did that, that would be too OP.
Well, no, I mean that, but yeah, I will
Not
agree
OP.
that the way that they did. I mean, they've been really redoing a lot of the icons. That one, I think they really it could have spent a little bit more time in the drawing board before they decided, yeah, this is good and it helps people understand. Um, because the thing is like the only way you would know that is if you use the spell or what have you. But yeah, no, that it's meant to say like 5% of your health, whatever health you have on that turn, it'll take that, and then you'll get like the normal effects of the Dark Pact or Dark Tribute, that is now as it's now called, because the reason they I mean, I know why they renamed it, because the pack system is a new thing for shadow magic.
Yeah.
So that's what, instead of it just being backlash or what have you, it is now considered a pact, which okay, makes sense. So that is called Dark Tribute now, and they also like they did that rework alongside, I want to say, the Spellerman update, and it's the same thing. If you there's even a shadow spell that you can see that same effect. Um, Pretty sure
The
it's
so
not so it's not the donate one, but it's the other
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Um, I do not remember what it's
But
called, but it's like
I
the
think the
one
only
that it's the one that gives you like one. It used to just give you like a shadow pip, like it was like generate shadow or whatever was the old variant. Now it gives you a pip of your school and then a pip of your weaving school now. But again, it comes at that same cost of 5% of whatever health you have on that turn.
so I'm looking at the ring, the amulet, and the a theme for myth.
Hmm.
I think the only one that I'm gonna be going for is because it gives 16 mid damage, but plus I have a lot of moon dust. I think I have some dream water, like maybe 10.
I
I
mean,
think it costs 10 or 20. But
the what I will say is that the Darkmoor gear does have a lot of good stats on it if you know, like, cause like even for me, like, and plus it is easier to get the Darkmoor gear, in a sense of like the way that they did it is very clever, because it used to be that in the test realm, at least when they had Darkmoor in test realm, there used to be a second reagent that you needed that you would have to pick up off the ground, which was the Ichor, that you can still get on the ground, but now you don't need it for the gear crafting. Now it's all the outsider relics, which I believe is a very good change that they did, because who wants to sit there
okay.
and have to, not only that, but you'll always have the people
I
who
don't
who can exploit, like if we
right.
still had those old recipes and had the new IO system that we have now, like
I don't. Yeah,
that would be quite like a combination. Like that is exploitable. Like it would be a new low for King's Out. So now you just get the outsider relics, which you can get. There's two main ways that you can get it. Um, the main way is through like the bosses that also drop the gear. The second way is actually through the Perilous Play, which is the Portal of Peril event. Right now they
yeah,
have it going on for 3 more days, but you can use the fortune coins to trade for like world reagents, which honestly not, it is interesting. And it was funny
yeah,
because I've been having my dad, like I logged in my dad's character and I logged in on mine because I can use it for spellements, but my dad, he only needs one more piece of the gear, which is the boots. And the boots are one of the drops that you get from the final boss of that world of Darkmoor.
I,
Yeah, there's a final boss. It's a final dungeon, but there's a final boss that literally is the only one that drops that specific piece of gear. However, it's not that it's challenging, mind you. It's more or less the fact that it's more or less like it's just hard to like. Okay, it's very easy to run, very simple, but at the same time, you're also the way that they do drops is that not only do you get the drops that are already for each school,
yeah,
but they also give you drops from a pack, mind you. Um, the Scalamari Scourge Horde pack. So you can also so so you can get the gear that you want, but it's also kind of like they also added in a bunch of additional drops into the
yeah,
pool that didn't need. I honestly don't think need to be in the pool, but they are. So it's like not only not only that, but of course you also got to deal with the fact that you'll get a lot of off-school gear too, because the
hmm,
thing is that you got 7 schools that exist. So it's like, but I will say that having at least that pity system of like or and with the outsider relics is a good balance for that. Instead of having to fight through like 7 schools and like even that additional stuff from the horde pack um, into that drop pool, you can also, like I said, and I do like how the portal peril gives you that option of like something
yeah,
easier in a sense, and you can still get the reagents that you need to just get it through pity system, as the gaming community has dubbed stuff like that. It is literally they call it the pity system, which fair. I mean, what else are you gonna call it? Because it's like you're pretty much you're doing it so many times that even the game's just like here, take it, kind of thing. That's why they call it the pity system. You know.
I think the what it's saying is, so I was just looking at the what is it, the so the one, and it's a little better because if I can socket I think I don't, yeah,
I
if I
mean,
can socket 11 damage jewel for from,
um, so the what I will say is that as far as the gear is concerned, um, like there is 2 sets of it, right? The
yeah,
better one is always the abomination set. The reason for that is because it's kind of the more because they did it for they've done it for a bit. Like Wallaroo has the same thing. The you got the more what they call the more offensive set, which is more offense heavy, utility stuff. Um, and then you got the more defense oriented utility set, which is usually like a second set that you get, but it's more focused on defense rather than offense.
I
But if
mean,
but
I
the
would say in terms of score wise, I'd say Fire, Ice, Storm, and Myth, and mostly Death. Well, not Death, but Balance. Focusing on hitting, but Life and Death is like kind of like healing slash hitting.
yeah, I
If you
mean
know what I
even
mean.
the life one though,
Because
like I said, the only reason I even change out the robes is because it has a little bit different stat things that can be helpful. But if you look at the like even for life, like you can
yeah,
not only do you get the good pins for like the hat robe boots, but then the jewel sockets specifically for the wand, tier jewel, which not only can you like put in easily one of the health jewels, right? Minus the new ones that they have in Darkmoor.
so
But there's also new jewels that they added. So, for example, I have what on my wand I have a item card Starblade from a jewel.
yeah.
And that is one of the ones that you can get dropped. There's also a balance feint that stacks with other feints that you can get through the same tier socket. Um,
So I think I'm down for the challenge because then if I can get more of the Bruce, I
yeah,
can like.
yeah, that you'll get more of the Bruges and like Spellament stuff too. Um, yeah, and then there's
So yeah,
you can also get
I'm
like I said, and there's a lot of these cool item cards that they put in for Darkmoor though. Like you can get an extra sharpened blade, potent trap. Uh, there's the balance feint, and
wait.
it stacks
Uh,
on
uh,
other feints.
a Jewel.
Yeah, it's a
Like
jewel, and it gives you
oh
an
what?
item card of certain good value. Like I said, I have a Star Blade. That is a card that normally you don't see that often, but it's a life, death, and storm. So it's kind of like you're getting some of these items that normally don't
Because I know
exist.
the was it the is it is it I don't remember. I think it's like Moon or Star. No, Moon or Sun, but I
Yeah, you
have it somewhere.
no, those
It's
there's it's probably
it's
like the moon one.
fire.
It's probably the moon one.
Yeah.
Um, but you can also get that. That's another drop you can get. And like I said, there's a balance feint that you can also get through these little jewels. And it's a feint that, again, it's a 1 pip balance spell, right? But
I have the pet. So let me see.
what's interesting about it is that that same feint is stackable with other feints. So if you really
So
think,
I don't know why, but I have I think it was on my death or
right,
one of anyway one of my wizards. I have the story something pet, and it gives the fire the fire myth life
right.
blade.
And,
But
and then the interesting thing is like the what's interesting is that you you can also get a lot of blades with the
so you want
abomination set. Um,
yeah
and not only do you
you want
get these specific blades that you can stack on their normal variants. Like, for example,
Yeah.
the hat gives you a school related blade, right? You can stack that
Yeah.
with your normal school blade on top of like other, like you can really set up with stuff like this. Um, and uh, you know, like I said, and then if you socket like other blades and stuff, like you could really get a good hit off in a lot of cases with like the amulet too. Like you get like a free spirit blade or what have you. Again, and then like I even put on my ring, you know, there's another jewel that gives an extra life blade, and again, this all stacks. So it's like I'd say that's quite a good way of like getting set up. You know, like you could really
Yeah.
set all those blades up. I, on top of the fact that you can
But
already get like um, the weaving blades for schools, like my energy blade, and like you know, it's like Jesus. I really go. I really went into the hitting section here. But yeah, no, there's a lot of good stuff. The reason I
yeah,
say that,
so
like, the reason, and anyone will tell you, like, you really just want to go for the Abomination set. Even if you're not a school that hits a lot, it's still a lot better because you get a lot more utility with, like, better jewels, sockets that you can put good stuff in. And you can also get, like, for example,
yeah.
the now when they changed the like for Darkmoor stuff, instead of you doing for health, you don't even need tier because now they put it like you can get very good health jewels that are square socket. So that's interesting too. That's kind of
Yeah,
how
I
I
uh,
that's kind of how I got the
I don't
16,000
know.
number. Because again, if you put a square socket,
Yeah, I have it. So I have one on my on my one right now. So is the one? No, my a theme. So it's called the Aviator's Blade of Bad Blood,
hmm I mean,
and
it's kind of
it's
what's,
all
and then the interesting thing is like the only way for even someone like me to get better gear is to literally join a guild and do a raid, which is kind of I mean, it's kind of par for the course there, you know. Um, but sorry, I cut you off. What were you saying?
yeah. I'm I'm actually ready whenever you are. If you want to porch me.
I'm literally driving around Barkingham. Talk about
Okay.
being ready.
So
I've been driving around Barkingham, just rambling on and on.
but
If
yeah, I'm ready
anything,
for challenge mode.
I've been waiting for you. Um,
You want to
so
go? Cause I'm ready.
all right, so now I'm gonna hit the challenge mode. I'm gonna make sure to put on PvP, the PvP deck that I have, so that way I can, because anything that's not allowed in PvP can't use. So you know. Yeah, it's Dark Surge.
Okay.
That's a specific card that that they changed it to, where it used to just give you like convert your Shadow Pip into Power Pip. So,
Yeah, I have that in my deck. So if I need, but
so
I also have this spell. It's called Roman Virtuoso. But I, the one that I think I'm probably going to use because I can definitely use it is um.
I mean, the good news is that like if you look like
So
um
can I can actually go into I can do Saturn's Reaping. I could use both of those spells. Those 7 pip spells
yes,
with the
the
Roman Virtuoso, Saturn's Reaping, which gives a plus 70 myth trap, which is really good
yeah.
because any score can use it and it turns into that score's trap.
Yeah,
So
that's what
fire,
they
fire,
that is
ice, ice,
called
fire.
chromatic trap.
Yeah.
Chromatic
Well,
means
balance.
chromatic means that it assumes the school of whoever's casting it.
So, if like a moon or astral score, if there was one in Wizards 101, it would be a 70 moons, whatever that
Yeah, no,
or
um, but
castle, but
I'd say the only exception to that would be balance. I think balance is just a universal trap because balance does not have more specific school related stuff. Um, so I'd say like balance is
but
really the only
I
exception to to the chromatic stuff. But otherwise, yeah, it assumes the school of whoever's casting it. So, like, if
which
a
I kind
life cast it,
of
you'll
like.
get a life trap. If a myth cast it, you'll get a myth trap. It's literally, that's literally what they mean by chromatic. It assumes your own school.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah,
uh,
you ready?
I am. Let me hit the X button and we got challenge mode. You have to, I forgot to tell you, you have to, um, well, that's standard. Gotta back off. I forgot there was this weird thing. So, for challenge mode, you should see this little skull icon in the bottom. You have to hit that before hitting X, and then
Yeah, I know.
so that was something. Um, so yeah, so that you got to make sure to hit that before you get on the sigil, otherwise it'll put you in the standard mode.
Yeah,
So
I'm right
that
now.
So that's probably why you couldn't get on the sigil, because there are some bugs with like challenge mode for some reason. Uh, so you hit the little skull like the
Yeah,
skull
yeah,
button
I did.
thing this time. All right. So let me get on the sigil. Then there we go. Perfect. Yeah, because we found that out. We had someone who wanted to do challenge mode with me and my dad. But the problem is that when we were trying to get it set up, there was even bugs with like the social aspect. Might as well give you your notes, cause why not? Better drops. Yes. Okay, so that should trigger the drop rights.
Are you ready?
Okay. Well, it was your
Actually,
decision, so no, I. Okay. Okay. Sorry, my mom came in to tell me something. Okay, I'm ready.
Have you been reading my journal?
Yeah,
How?
we have been
Those
reading
are
your
my
journal, sir.
private thoughts. Now I will see
I mean,
to
you're
your
the one who
fun
scattered these
by
notes
tearing open your
like they were, I don't know. What do you scatter?
like on a, yeah.
I don't know what you really scatter, huh? Alright. I got Blade. Blades for days.
And I got Blade for you.
I just
Want
my
my father back. And doesn't everyone, huh?
Your pitchforks can't hurt me.
Oh no, that's right. He does get rid of blades. I did forget that. Because this is the hard mode. Although he only got rid of 2, so I still have my life one from that, which is funny. So I forgot about that. My bad. That,
Your pitchforks can't hurt me.
but you're gonna take the myth and the death one that I don't even need, huh? No, he does, because it's the way it works. I got a free death blade. What am I gonna do with that, huh? Okay, I forgot it, because yeah, he you can't put blades up. All right. Um, let's start working on Because you got to get rid of the memories here before we can even hurt the monster or kill him. Because otherwise he'll just revive and say like something I don't remember. But like he has
Oh
a cheat.
yeah,
So
yeah. Like I remember doing the standard, and he said like,
yeah. My pet did not appreciate that. No, that they also have different turn order that I forgot too, yeah. Which is kind of funny. It's it almost died. Yeah, because
wait,
this is
how
like
much?
it's the what they call Snake Eyes turn order. So like it's like first, second, second, so on and so forth. Which it's a funny system that I forgot about for challenge mode. They call it like the Snake Eyes turn order, which is fun. Funny things. So yeah, it's like it'll start off with like me, then the monster's turn will be, and it'll keep going. And then he
Other
gets,
slasher will be found by all.
yeah, it's a little attack each time you kill one.
Father taught me the power of rage.
And of course, when certain ones are out, he does like the father. So like
Yeah.
he puts out the fire ring for the fire one. So the funny thing is like I do have a specific branch of Seraph where I could literally take a smaller like healing over time and make it a lot bigger on myself.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing for myth is that like depending on like what spell it is, like my Grendel Amends, which is the healing
Yeah.
the healing myth, the healing myth spell. If I take, well, not really take it, but like if I go to the bottom tier, it'll give me a myth absorb essentially.
Yeah, it is really interesting some of the different paths. Um, but in a
But like, there's one spell like I don't know which spell it is, but I think it's like earth. I think it's earthquake. If I go to the middle path,
There's no
it will
healing in
not only like
oh,
it's
okay, I guess I can't heal. Good to know, sir. I did not know about this cheat. Well, I'm dead.
then you're probably dead.
Yeah, it didn't. And then he gets a storm blade because I had the healing overtime on myself. Well, I did not. I did not know the certain little things about it. That is something, because the thing is like it is meant to be harder for a reason, so it's kind of something that you learn. Oh look, the life one's gonna use my own spell that I used and died with. Now this is a funny thing. And it has the other path too. That's funny. Well, I'm gonna keep passing because obviously you're still alive. So
Yeah,
because you can't
have
really flee and come back into these things. So because of the weird way that it works,
that
like
dead.
PvP. So yeah,
Yeah, I'm dead.
yeah. I think we might need like 4 people for a challenge mode, perhaps. I like how they still do their spells. Like, hi, we still need to do our spells. And yeah, you can't even use potions in here either. Like you can't use potions in this area. Well, monster, you know, that was a good run, but we're gonna nope out of here. Welcome to challenge mode, at least, huh?
Yep.
Let's not the you know, even with the I don't think the double drops will really make up for the fact that we probably can't do that.
Yeah, then let's just do standard.
Yeah. Like I said, you know, I get that they wanted to put a bigger incentive for like doing challenge mode, but I'd say yeah, that's only if you win. It's only if you win. Only for the winners that we are not, because there's no one else doing these. So,
Yep. Okay. You ready? Actually, hold on. Let me.
uh, so essentially, what I was saying is like what they said on the Discord. Um, is that if you do like, so if you do standard, you get a certain drop rate for spell elements. However, if you do challenge mode and win, you get double the reagent drops and even double reagents from. So, like for example, when you're doing spell elements for the Barkingham area, because that's the only one that was affected so far, is that if you do the challenge mode, it is double reagents for challenge mode only. You know that was something that they did say
So,
on the wizard101
so
Discord.
essentially, what you're saying is like I could get like for like the new spells, I could get double spellment of the that reagent for that spell.
Yes, it is. It is. But you have to do challenge mode to do that stuff, and unfortunately, as we
Okay.
just seen, we that is not possible. So uh, we're just stuck doing standard because
Yep.
there's not enough people for that full experience. So
Uh, you ready?
yes, I've switched my deck back to the normal setup that kills a lot of different things.
I have a few. I should say universal blades for both you and me because I'm storm and myth, but you're life and storm.
Yeah, and I'm still gonna give this guy his notes. Take your notes back, sir. Because it does. This one, this does actually like he's supposed to be slightly tougher. Um, but
Have you been reading my
but
journal?
that's why this extra dialogue pops up.
Those were my private
Because
thoughts.
it essentially means that you
Now
can
I will
get
see
better
your
drops
thoughts by
from him
tearing open
when.
your brain.
But yeah,
Um,
it's like
do you
it,
got?
it it doesn't really
Do you got?
it doesn't really change anything like otherwise though. Like it's like a small thing of like he's more aggressive slightly speaking, not like
Do
challenge
you have
mode
some
hard.
heroes in your deck?
I've got all sorts of spells in my deck. What are you asking specifically?
I'm saying, do you have some heroes
Oh yes,
in the?
I do. I do keep a couple of heals in there.
Okay, let's go.
And of course I got my pet too, which has Maycast Unicorn, so
I mean, I wish my pet had a main cast hero, but it doesn't.
yeah, no, all mine do I do try to keep uh at least all of them like that I train, I try to have a one Maycast heal.
I just
Want
want
my
my
father
father
back.
back.
Good for you. Don't we
I
all?
don't care. No.
Well, isn't that what we all want? A father's love? Okay, yeah, he's gonna give me a nice little negative for my healing. Not that it matters for him, but he can still try. And yeah, this one we can use blades and everything. I think the only real cheats is like for some of the memories. Like I think the balance one will remove traps and cut them down to like half, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so yeah, this will
So,
be only a 35 trap, which is not the end of the world. Unless
well, I
you
mean,
kill
if you
him.
take the guy out, he can't do it though. So
Yeah.
imagine if you just kill him, then he can't do the cheat for that, because that's only while the balance one is active.
Yes, and of course I have 258 damage, so
Yeah, so he's
Father
dead.
kept all things in balance, as they should.
Yeah, that's what he says when that cheat activates. But it's kind of funny, considering the fact that he already died. So he said that for no reason. Here, why
and
don't I give this guy a little attenuate? That does seem
and
like
the good thing about me about being myth is I actually have the actual spell push because
yeah.
for other schools 1 training point, but for me it's
Yeah,
free.
no, yeah, you get it for free. Everyone else pays a training point for it, but it's a good spell anyways. So, every other
Yeah, because
school
I
usually will learn it
I
for the one. Unless you're myth
because I
already.
remember I had was it I had a TC spell of Spirit Blade, a regular TC Spirit Blade. I had a 40 Myth Blade. I had a potent trap, or sorry, sharpened blade, Spirit Blade, and a Myth Blade, and then a TC 45 Myth Spirit Blade, with
Yeah.
as well as a what was it?
Father wanted
The
to
the
shield
the
me from the
the
world.
Storm 45
Mhm.
with the myth, the Epiphany Blade, and a sharpened Epiphany Blade, which is 55.
Yeah, no,
And
you like I said,
I,
if you really stack a lot of the stuff, like you can get a lot of power, especially like if you use the um damage output set from Darkmoor. Like you really could.
oh yeah,
Like you talk about getting 1 in a
but
million no matter what, because you might as well.
but you know what's funny about that is I did like I think I did like 1.5 million damage on the
Yeah,
lore master
the
with all
max the max
like,
is
like,
two 2 mil.
I will not fall.
So yeah.
Father's
yeah.
loss will be felt by
So yeah,
all.
that is the actual damage cap. Go ahead, keep hitting me.
Father's loss will be felt by all.
Come on.
Father's loss will be felt by all.
Come on, buddy. 1 health.
Oh my
I survive on 1 health, but I don't think this guy will survive too much longer though. He puts a negative healing on you. Like that's gonna stop you in some way. Here, I'll hit
I
him
mean
with a wand spell and weaken him a bit. Cause why not? Would you like to pick a spell?
yeah. What I was saying is I've actually did like 1.5 almost to 2 mil on my. Okay, yep. There comes the heat.
Nope, that's a blade. It has life blade and healing on it. It's like a mix of both. That's okay.
I also saw.
Uh,
I also saw a life shield. So
yeah, it has Maycast, Life Shield, Life Blade, and Unicorn. If I really wanted all healing, I do have an all healing pet that has only Maycast healing on it, but you know, don't think I really need it for here. He uses Storm. He was like, "Did you really think I didn't have a secondary school?" Yeah, well,
um.
did he realize that I have Taurat over here? Because even with that minus 65, like, it'll still heal for a little bit. I mean, it'll
It's
be at
time to
least
make.
better than 1 HP, so... Like, I'm pretty sure anything is better than 1 HP at this point, huh?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm guessing your incoming and outcome coming. Well, that almost the same, but yeah, I don't think this is gonna kill,
You just
but it
kill
does.
another variant of him. And then you put up the myth. Alright. Of course. He does not like me healing, does he?
Nope.
And somehow you avoided his sacrifice cheat. Because, yay, we love this game. I see the game. It really just wants me to die, doesn't it? You're really trying, huh? Protect me from everything, won't you?
This is gonna do like 70 damage or something. Yeah,
104.
104.
Live through me.
Father's
Glory.
Blade.
So now we get a plus 30 trap universally on us. Myth guy said to take some more traps. Balance guy said, let me give you some blades.
I, I
Or
think
not,
if
but
they, I don't know. It's just
here. Let me see if he if I can just get rid of some of his blades. Cause why not? I don't think he needs them, right?
right.
No blades for you. Say goodbye to 'em. They were nice while they were there, weren't they? Like I'm just taunting this poor guy, and I'm probably gonna get a suffering from that. But you know, who cares?
I like it how like Myth can have that spell and push, and it takes blades from the enemy and the weaknesses from you.
Yeah, I mean, Impair is an ice spell though, so like you would have to use a training point for Impair. Because that's what that spell
Yeah.
is called. It's an ice spell called Impair, while Purge is a native myth spell that removes 2 negatives on someone for a myth pip. So. Or, wow. You know what, fair. I mean, I am probably on death's door. So, you know what, fair. 25. Good job,
Yeah.
sir. Yeah, got 12 back from that. Are you proud of yourself?
Father used lightning to give me life. I have a
Lightning. Okay, so he's gonna hit you with storm.
glory lives through me.
More glory, which is plus 30 traps. We love those. Except we don't, but we're gonna pretend we do. I mean, you know. Welcome to wizard101, I suppose. Even though I've been playing the game for like a lot on my own time. But we'll pretend that it's a first time for someone.
I
There's a first time for everything, isn't there?
yeah, pretty much.
It's like that one meme where it's like it's 6 a.m. somewhere in the world.
It's probably like what, like 3 for you right now?
Yeah,
321.
320. It hasn't fully hit 321 yet. Another death of. Let's see if you get punished for it. You're probably somehow like immune to the punishment of like.
Father used lightning to give me life.
Use lightning to give me
I have
life.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Father's glory lives through me.
No, you really. Wow, he really doesn't want. Like, he does not care that. Because he's supposed to do the cheat every time you kill a variant of Katzenstein. But apparently for you, you're just immune from it. Like, he does not
For
seem
some
to.
reason,
It
yeah,
does not
like
trigger
for some
you.
reason, I have 440 myth traps on me and 333. So of each fuels, I have
Well, the myth guy was using myth fuel, while the 30s are coming from his glory. Like Father's glory lives through me, puts a hex
Yeah.
on both of us. It's like a mass hex that he puts on us.
Because I think I know, Balance can actually, like, as an item card, they can actually get mass hacks.
Yeah, that is through the Professor's Horde, one of the Professor's Horde items.
Yeah, same with the Dragoon gear, or the, but
Uh, this.
I can actually pierce through that. I don't know how many pierce I have, but wait,
Yep, I'm gonna use my 10 pip spell, and you know what? Why not? I mean, I probably die anyways, cause I'll probably kill him. So, like, watch, he's just gonna be like, "Oh, you did it? I'm going to kill you for that," cause of course, that would be my luck. Yeah, this is reverse world. So if you mix my 10 pip spell from Darkmoor with a Dark Seraph, then that's how I get that. Oh no, I guess he just gave up. He doesn't want to cause no more trouble. He gave up on what he was supposed to do here today.
imagine if he does 890 damage on you.
Yeah, like oh, here we go again. Better not. I mean, the shadow's probably gonna kill me. But I got a spell that I can kill him with. I just need one more
But
power. But you're gonna do it anyway, so doesn't matter. We win. GG. Goodbye, monster. Enjoy your final moments.
suffering.
That 10,000. Well, GG. 11 Royal Brooch. And stuff
I
that I.
got 10. I don't know why it didn't give me this stupid, like, second chance, but
Well, the second chance is over there. That's your second chance right there. I don't think they had. Oh, it's because you're not a member, probably.
no, I'm a member.
Well, I opened it just fine. I got a bunch of spellements and royal brooches and stuff. I mean, you might want to double check because you might have bought the area. Which, if you did, then because if you're not a member, then
No. No, I'm a member. It doesn't say subscribe, but that's
sometimes I don't know. That is weird because it let me open it just fine. So I don't know. Very odd.
how much Bruce? I have 66.
Could be that who knows. The game is a game. I have 96. Maybe you already used it. Because if you already used it for the day, you only get one per day. So if you already used...
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, because if you already used it, then that's why. You gotta wait till tomorrow. Then it'll give you another one. Because it's one per day while the member benefit is active.
Yeah, I'm ready to go again for standard if you are.
I'm right here.
Okay, let me just fix my deck. Actually, yeah. Yeah, I'm ready.
Are you sure this time?
Yeah.
Cam, we talked about this.
I was just checking.
It just reminds me of like that same energy of like like when you kept on luring Litigator from Toontown, I was just like, bro, stop! Cease and desist. He's lured for a round for a reason.
Have you
Yeah.
been reading my journal?
Please
Wow.
stop
Those
this.
were my private thoughts.
I think we should make this guy's suffering more
Tearing open
painful.
your brain.
I mean, is it not painful enough? Imagine using the scale though, like, lowering my health. I'm not going to, but that's funny. That would just make my suffering more painful. I mean, wasn't him getting me down to 1 HP kind of good enough? And that was with me being at 16,000 max health, mind you. Laid. Cam, would you like to pick a spell, or are you too busy laughing at yourself because you managed to get under my skin by unluring Gator a bunch? We're not even playing Toontown.
I just want my father back.
No, I'm gonna give you a 45 sharpen.
I tell you, like that is something that is going to live rent free in my head for the rest of my life. Like I'm just like, buddy, do you know how to play Toontown? Like that is something that is going, like that specific moment that you did is just going to live rent free in my head for the rest of my life. Yes, I would like to put the blade on myself, game. Just adjusting something.
I was gonna trap the boss, but oh well.
But you don't want to unlure Gator this time. We're not. I'm telling you that moment is going to live rent free in my head for the rest of my life. Like I'm like, and then it was funny because you like greened yourself that way too. Like you literally died in the game because you did that. We also all died too, which was funny. Like we were like we tried to hold out for the other side, but it did not work. But this will work because 800 shield is wonderful.
Yeah, because I think the first hit when he hits you, it'll do like 1,000 damage or 1,800 damage.
I mean, you mean the hit that only affects me and not you? Like you seem to be having connections. I'm starting to think that you're working for the enemy side over there.
Father kept all things in balance.
Balance
Father
ones
kept
out.
all.
So yeah, he reduces it to like, it's either like it reduces all traps to like a certain amount, but it's either that or he reduces them to like half. I do not remember.
Father taught me the power of rage.
The power of rage.
Which is of course a fire ring. Which if my dad's character was here, that would be so funny, because he is fire. It's a plus 20, so.
Yeah,
So it is just a universal thing that just reduces the trap down to like 20 or something. So it's not half like I thought. I can never remember sometimes. Would you like to pick a spell though? You have 8 seconds to do so. you have 8 seconds to not get hit by that specific cheat anymore.
Father kept all things
Yeah, it's gonna take all of them and reduce them down to 20. I mean, he even takes a 20 too. He takes a 20 and just reduces it also down to 20. I guess he really wants to make sure that the 20 stays a 20, huh?
No, it's probably 35.
No, just imagine it's like 10. Like, cause he took the already like universal 20. Uh, okay, game. We good. Yeah, they're just all
You want
20s.
like
So he just
losers?
reduces them all to 20.
You know what? Yeah.
What, you're just gonna be like, hey, I'm done playing with my food. He's gonna take that and
Just,
reduce it too, you know.
yeah,
All
I
that
know.
balance guy, and
I'm just like,
even if you do kill him, he's just gonna revive himself because there's literally the minions.
Father's
Memory
yeah.
memory
drives me. I will not fall.
Oh,
He just loves
I
putting the
just,
negative healing on the healer, doesn't he? Like the life guy's like, I'm gonna put a negative healing on the life guy. Even though I do both, it's just funny. He just loves putting those infections on me.
I mean, even if I hadn't critical, I think he was probably still live by like 2 health.
I mean, this guy is weak, which is, you know, I mean, duh. He only has 9,000 max health. Uh, but okay, I'm just gonna keep that as storm. Let me see if I can probably take a bunch of hits, but I don't care.
How did you get that spell?
Through training points. Remember, they've been adding a lot of the other ones through the training point thing.
Oh yeah.
So this is one that I used. And plus, I mean, if I'm gonna be a life storm, might as well make sure I make the most of it, right?
I mean, do you think Miss Storm's a deadly combo?
I mean,
father's memory
you
drives
can
me
make anything a
crazy.
real good combo. The thing is that Myth was always a weird school. Like, it is like a school that does not know what it's supposed to do. Because they've went through so many changes with Myth alone. Because, like, Myth has no school identity. So you could really just mix Myth with anything and probably still be alright. Um, because it's like, Myth doesn't really know what it's supposed to be doing right now, so. Whereas every other school has their own identity. Life's meant to be a healer. You know, you got the Ice, which is a tank. School. Storm, the glass cannon. Balance, the buffer school. Fire, the overtime school. Like, damage overtimes.
Yeah, I mean,
Death, which is that drain
let's see.
school, so it's like meant to be kind of like easy mode. But Myth does not know what it's supposed to be. So that is kind of the weird state that Myth has been in for a bit.
Yeah, because I know, Fire has what? Hack Hound for overtime.
Oh, they got so
Fire
many.
Elf.
They got so many spells. If you're trying to list all the DOTs that the fire has, you'd be there forever. Because it's almost like every other spell that they have is a DOT in one way or another. So
I mean, not really the what's the divide spell, because that it just divides the.
yeah, but I'm just saying in general, fire is like every other spell. Because you got Heckhound, you got Fire Elf, you have Blast Off. You like I
Yeah.
said, they have so many, and even Fires of Mars, which is the Aquila spell that you can get for fire. That's another DOT. Fire Dragon. The list goes on and on because it's almost like every other spell they have is like related
I
to
mean,
DOT.
Myth is kind of the same in a way because Myth
Well,
has
Myth,
like
I
quite a bit.
told you, Myth has no school identity. It's like a mix of everything at once, kind of thing. And no one knows what it's supposed to be. Not even King's Owl knows what it's supposed to be anymore. Like because there was one time that it was meant to remove everything off the board with Earthquake. Then there was the double hitting from like Minotaur and stuff that they did. Then there was one where it had like it was meant to be shields
I mean,
with
I
like
mean, thought. Thoth also does a double hit. Don't
Yeah,
forget.
but I'm just saying, do you see like why myth does? Because it doesn't really have a specific thing. There was even there's even arguments that you could say like it is meant to be a minion based school because they do have a bunch of minions. Um, I mean
Talos.
the
Let's see. Yeah, Talos, Cyclops, Golem,
Yeah, so it's like myth doesn't even know
Troll.
what it's supposed to be. And it's funny because if you think about it, the fact that the teacher is so grumpy for it, like Cyrus, it's kind of
Yeah,
ironic because
I mean,
he's like, if only you were a myth, you would do better. But like, bro doesn't even know what he's supposed to be teaching. Like, what is a myth at the end of the day? Does Cyrus even know?
in the beginning, yeah, like every time you learn a new spell, he's like, I see you're due for a new spell. Come
Yeah,
see me in my office.
I mean, yeah, but it's like, like I said, it's like Myth does not have its own identity like the other schools do. Cause you
True.
can look at each other school and say what it's supposed to do. Ice is a tank, Fire's DOTs. Storm is a glass cannon. Then you
I
got
mean,
Life.
I,
Life does healing. Death is easy mode. Myth doesn't know what it's supposed to be. Myth is
I
like,
mean, Myth is.
and then you got Balance, which is a buff school. So it's like I think that is something that has been a problem forever. Like it's almost like they didn't know what myth was when they.
The one thing that I feel like really bad about for Life is Life doesn't have that many like to all enemies.
Yeah. Well, I mean that was not meant for hitting. I mean, and even it's meant to be
That's
a
true.
healer support school for a reason. Um,
Like,
but
I mean,
like I
Life
said,
has
each
like,
school has its own identity.
yeah.
So
But
it's
what I
kind
trying
of,
to say is,
but poor Myth does not know what it's supposed to be. It has no idea what it's supposed to be. Oh, that was my pet. Yay, pet. But yeah, Myth has no idea what it's supposed to be. Cyrus, nobody knows what Myth is supposed to be. So, I think Myth has to figure themselves out before talking about any other schools. Looking at you, Cyrus. Mr.
yeah,
Drake.
I think the only thing that like Cyrus is good is like once you get past like Celestia, he's like, I see you are worthy of a wizard.
I mean, like, the only, like, for Myth players, it's kind of funny. Because, like, where you guys see an arc, all we see, like, from the outside, is just him being a little bit arrogant. Like the only redemption he ever gets is when you're originally going to Dragonspire, because then he actually seems like he cares. Um, but
Yeah,
but otherwise, he just doesn't. He always talks down about any other school that isn't Myth. Like that is
that is
something,
true.
and it's just like again, whereas you guys get to see a full character arc, we don't. Like we don't get to see that if we're not Myth School. Like that is something that is kind of a interesting thing because you guys get to see his whole character arc. We don't.
That is true.
We all we get is like he cares about us enough in Dragonspire because he's like, you're gonna face my brother. He's so deadly. Blah blah blah. But otherwise, that's it. That is the only redeeming thing that we have about Cyrus. Whereas you get to see his whole character arc, we don't. We just get, I don't care about any other school. To, I care about you and don't want you to die. So it's
Okay,
kind of
that's
fun.
a good spell.
Yeah, it's again. This is the reverse tower. So I put a shadow the Dark Shrike with the tower.
Father wanted to shield me from the world.
Go ahead and shield the guy from the world. Dude, you're about to take the world. Not literally, because that's not the right card. This is the tower, though. But the tower still can do some damage. I like how it just lags. Like, the spell is so powerful, it just lags things. And then I get a nice little 40 blade for my own school, which is kind of cool. That is one of the better aspects of that spell.
Yeah, I mean,
You're gonna go in for
I
the kill. I think this might be the one time it finally counts, because again, he's got no one else. Nothing else for you. Imagine he's just like, I want to get back up anyways. Yeah, he's gonna get. Buddy, there's no one. What other memory is there? There's no other memories there. Now there is. Storm and Myth. The Myth.
Yeah,
that's you. Clearly just you. Myth and Storm. He summoned those out of spite, I think. Like, I think that's what he did. He summoned those out of spite because I said something. That's what he did. Anyways, goodbye to those negative healing. Who wants negative healing? I don't. So they're gone.
What did you use?
Purge.
Oh.
I told you I did use the training point to get that, didn't I? You already forgot, didn't ya?
Yeah, but I thought you had like another spell. I'm like,
No, I only have
Cleanse?
Purge, and then the
Cleanse-
Impairs an
because
item card.
Because cleanse charm is cleanse is the storm version. So.
Yeah, no. You can't learn that anyways unless you're Storm. So, nope, I just learned Purge, because that's the one you can learn without needing to be Myth.
You can get the TC version of cleanse charm.
Yeah, you can, but that's like the only, like, you can't train it normally.
Actually,
No, you can't. You can only get
that's
Purge. Purge is literally the only variant that you could get of a cleanse. Because it's a literal, it's by a spell quest that you can only get if you're Storm. So, because those are ones that they have, like, you don't always get to be able to use. Is the ones that are the quest related. Because it's kind of like a character arc thing, where, like, it's your school's arc, kind of. Hey, look, you got, you don't want to, you don't, blah, blah, blah. I guess he doesn't want you to heal. That's what I was trying to say. Then my brain sputtered out while it was talking. You know, normal Tuesday here. Would you like to pick a spell?
I might. Yeah, I'm trying. I might. I don't know if I could kill the myth, but I could try. But
Imagine you just do like a bunch of damage, even without doing anything. That does seem to be a good strategy for you. Hello, Keeper of the Flame. Critical. These guys are only like 2,000 anyways. Like, they are weak to us. 4,000. Yeah, I think he's dead. And then he still doesn't punish you because, you know, the monster just doesn't care. He only wants to attack me and spite me. I think that's what the monster is telling us for today. He's giving me a lesson of sorts here. Where, like, I just look like a... He makes me look like a
Father
crazy
used
person.
lightning to give me life. I have another.
Yeah, here we go again.
Father's glory lives through me.
Okay, buddy. We get it. Can you stop? Like
Oh yeah.
I get that you want to kill me, but at least give me a fair chance, or give me at least one fair chance, right? Right.
And then we can do boom.
We can do boom. The-
Zeus and Poseidon.
oh yeah.
Or no,
Here, here's the Zeus part, huh?
wait, yeah, wait. Jupiter, Saturn. Saturn's Zeus, right?
Yeah, it's still Zeus.
Okay.
So yeah, this is Saturn's reaping,
Yep.
which is going to
I was
absolutely.
happy.
Father's memory
Come on, but
I
just
will
die already! Stop this! Cease! Cease your reviving at once!
Right.
Like, he just does not want to die today. I'm starting to think he really wants to spite me today. Like, he's really trying to fight me today.
Oh, it's whatever.
That's a universal, by the way. Universal plus 20 on him.
I don't know why it gave me a Myth and Storm.
Because I told you that specific spell gives you your main school, which is Myth, and whatever you're
Oh
weaving
yeah.
with, which is Storm. We just went over how that spell worked, didn't we?
Yeah.
Like we literally do I need to rewind back from like a few minutes ago when we did the one challenge mode run and died? Like I literally told you then that that's what it did.
You know what's funny is most of my spells, my Myth spells, we call fire, drop bear fury, ice, will be gone. No, no, the whale one.
Yeah.
Storm
Improbable gaze, I
is
think.
yeah, I think, and then what was it?
There was the other one, Deadly Depths, I think it was. No, that's Ice and Death. I don't remember the Myth one. Because there's Improbable Gaze, which is the myth and like something else. I don't remember.
yeah.
Because that's the one that hits twice. It like starts off with the whale and then it transitions to an eye. Doesn't matter.
Fire's drop bear fury. The ice is that one, and storm is I don't know.
I don't. No, there's only like two. Like each spell or each
Oh.
school. Each spell mostly or each school only has
It's
like a
like
couple that
yeah.
are that way.
I can
Because like for example, my main two, that's how you know which one you want to go for. As far as like secondary is like I got like Star Spawn, which is fire, Zan the Bandit, which is storm. And that's
I
it.
had
There's only
Reckon
like
of
some
Etin,
like those are
Reckon of Etin, and Keeper of Flame, which is Myth Pips.
well, yeah. I mean, you're gonna have your lower spells are obviously gonna need your own school pip, but I'm just saying the ones that require like a different school pip, you only have like you got the like mine is Star Spawn, which is fire, Sand the Bandit, which is storm. You only get two.
Improbable Gaze, Ice, Drop Bear Fury, Fire, Fury, Fire,
Yep.
Dinner, Myth,
and that's it. Those are the only two spells that ever use other school pips. Because the rest of them use like, like I said, your lore spells will always use your school pip for
Yeah.
your spell. So
Yeah, Mocha Meowdy is the one that I really want.
yeah.
But what's funny, it says for the hours or time, it says 1.-21474483648 like hours or something. It's like,
Oh, you're looking at like that's the drop rate.
oh, is it?
Yeah, so it's 1 in 21474833648. That is
Yeah.
literally the drop rate for spellements. So yeah, that's what it means. That's the drop rate that it's telling you.
Dukes. Wait, what?
But I believe this is going to be where I have to log off. Um
Oh,
out of curiosity, are you still going to be streaming after I log off, or are you getting off too? Because that's up to you. I mean, I always do a raid to people when I'm done. So, Cam,
okay.
uh, so that's why I'm asking. Are you gonna still stream when I'm done, or? Because I know I'm logging off now and gonna end the stream now, but you could still, like, if you still want, that's your choice.
I mean, I'm still gonna play Wiz, but I'm probably gonna raid someone right now. Like,
Okay, yeah, then okay. I'll just raid. Yeah, no, I was just asking so that way I knew for that because, like I said,
yeah,
I'll just raid, send my people elsewhere then. Cause
I'm
cause like some people do, some people don't. Um,
I'm going to. It's Wicked Mom, so.
yeah, um,
But yeah. All right, I will see you later.
yes, of course. I do appreciate everyone that stopped in.
Are
Um,
you
so that
are you
that
gonna do you think you're gonna are you gonna maybe do some more tomorrow, or are you gonna stream maybe again tomorrow?
I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow. Uh, I know the only thing I know tomorrow is I do have one thing planned that it's
Okay.
my group chat that I have
Yep.
at 5. So
I
otherwise I
will
do
see
not.
you.
Otherwise I don't think I have anything official planned yet. So
Yep.
um,
I will see you later.
yes, of course.
Okay.
Let me
Have a
just.
good one.
Okay, Kev gave me a suggestion,
Yep.
so I'm going to raid this person then.
Okay. I'll
Uh,
see you later.
yep.
Bye.
Okay, so now I'm going to close that out. And the collab, yes, of course. It's all good. I mean, so